Hey friends, hey, this is Blake and welcome back to my channel. So glad you guys are here and joining me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in the Carolinas. And today is Mother's Day. So we celebrate all you moms out there. You are definitely the heart of our families. And I hope you're able to spend it with people around you that love you and you just have a wonderful day. So we celebrate you today on Mother's Day. So I want to talk to you and give you some advice too. This is something that I've learned from my mistakes once again to hopefully help you guys as you start your journey of dating like I'm doing, is have some non-negotiables, but also have them wrote down. I think when we have non-negotiables and you just keep them in the back of your mind, I think what happens in time as you get online dating, it can be exhausting. Online dating can be so tiring. And I think you can find yourself starting to settle. You know what I mean? Like you kind of lose track of those non-negotiables that were important to you in the very beginning. But if you take a little bit of time and you write them out, like put them on a little post-it note and stick them in your bathroom, so every single morning that you're able to look at them and see them and be reminded of how important those non-negotiables are in your next partner. Keep them on a screensaver. So each time that you open your phone and you're like tempted to go on the dating apps, that you're reminded of how important those non-negotiables are to you, okay? You don't want to get so weak and exhausted as you're online dating and start to settle and just be willing just to overlook those things because they're clearly so important to you. And I think if you don't address it and don't make it so important in the very beginning, eventually down the road in the relationship, those things are going to come out and they're going to cause issues in the relationship, which ultimately can cause it to fail. So keep it in the forefront in the very beginning. Write them down. That's the key, is write them down. Keep them where you see them constantly as you're starting to take the journey of getting online dating, and don't lose track of them. You know, they're very important to you, and make that list and think thoroughly through it. Okay. Because you don't want to settle. You don't want to get so tired in the online dating journey that you just lose your strength and you're weak and you're like, okay, I'll take this person and just accept it. No, that's the problem, So, hey, I love you guys. I appreciate you letting me take a few minutes and just share my mistakes with you. This whole journey started out with just a healing journey for me, and the more I do this, the more I start to think of the mistakes I've made where I can help you grow and help you learn things, whether it's just little tidbits. Now, granted, I'm not professional by no means. I just sit in my car and just chit chat with you. But I feel like I have advice that I've truly learned, that I feel like I can share with guys and help you be a better partner in your next relationship. And I know as I get out there and start trying to date again here soon and find my next partner, I want to make sure that everything that I'm sharing with you are mistakes that I never make again, right? And I think it's just from, kind of the school of hard knocks. You just kind of learn from mistakes as you're going. And it's always great if you can learn from someone who's been there, right? Who's made the mistakes before you so that you don't find yourself making the same mistakes. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just trying to share things to help you be a better partner in your next relationship and help you grow as I've grown, right? And I feel like now I have such a just a beautiful healed heart to give someone. And one thing I've been really thinking about the last couple of weeks as I've been in my healing journey is really looking at myself. And I think I've made a video about you have to love yourself before you can ever expect someone else to love you. And that is so true. You have to really look at yourself and say, what do I offer that person? What do I bring to the table, right? Because you want to make sure that you're at such a beautiful place that you have so much to give them. And so really start taking your own inventory and thinking about the great characteristics that you have and that you can share, and the way your morals, right? And things that you bring to the table of that relationship. And think, hey, would I go out with myself? Would I want to date this person, right? Because that person that you're seeking out there, you want them to be amazing by themselves, right? So you better make sure that you're bringing something to the table that is enough for them to say, you know what, this is a great person that I can add to my life, that can enhance my life, right? You don't want to be that person that goes around saying, well, we complete each other. No, you want to be two complete people that have came together and that you help each other, enhance each other's lives, right? So that comes with looking deep in yourself too. And I've had to do a lot of that in the last couple of weeks and just really dive deep and say, you know what do I offer this person? What characteristics do I have? Am I thoughtful? Am I caring? Yes, but how do I offer those things to my next partner? So take some time for yourself. I love you guys. Appreciate you supporting my channel. And remember, write your non-negotiables down and keep them in front of you at all times as you're starting your dating journey. Okay? Appreciate it. Have a great day.